Today, dear viewers, we embark on a heartwarming journey down memory lane, back to a time when the paintbrush was our magic wand and pixels were our canvas. A program that ignited our creative sparks and forever etched its mark in our hearts. The beloved Microsoft Paint. For many of us, Microsoft Paint was our very first digital art studio, a world of endless possibilities where imagination knew no limits. It was a well-loved program that has been included with Windows for the better part of the last 3 decades. It is well known for its simple, intuitive user interface and extensive feature set for the creation and modification of graphical content. However, in recent years, there have been hints that Paint's future is dubious. This is because Microsoft has been putting a lot of emphasis on the development of Paint 3D, which is a more sophisticated version of Paint, and much worse. Therefore, continue watching to see what happened to Microsoft Paint in spite of the fact that almost every kid used it. Let's travel back to 1985. Microsoft included Paint with the first version of Windows, which was version 1.0. Despite the fact that the simple tool hasn't undergone much development since then, there is a significant amount of support for it. Consequently, you can probably understand how frustrating it would be to tell all of these artists to find other places to work on their digital works. When the firm made the announcement 2 years ago that it planned to remove Microsoft Paint from Windows, customers were placed in the exact same position that they are in now. After the change, many customers were left wondering, what happened to Microsoft Paint? Thus, it seems that Microsoft has been forced to rethink its previous intentions as a result of the significant amount of public outrage. However, their traditional version of Microsoft Paint was discontinued in 2017 as a result of the introduction of Paint 3D, which is regarded negatively by a large number of users. Microsoft announced the new Paint 3D with the introduction of the Windows 10 Creators Update. This new version of Paint is installed alongside the classic Paint program and includes tools for creating 3D images in addition to some fundamental 2D editing capabilities. However, it is not an upgrade to the original Paint, and it does not act in the same manner as the original. Now, Microsoft has stated that along with Outlook Express, the Reader app, and the Reading List, Microsoft Paint has been signaled for death, having been included in the features that are removed or deprecated in Windows 10 Fall Creators Update list. In other words, Microsoft Paint has been placed in the deprecated category, which is reserved for applications that are not in active development and might be removed in future releases. Thus, its ticket has been called, and it's now just a matter of time until it's eliminated, much like your favorite piece of old furniture from your house that you lived in when you were a youngster. Microsoft Paint was never considered to be one of the most powerful applications, and up to the year 1998, it could only save files in the bitmap and PCX formats. However, if you needed to scribble anything out with your mouse or perform a fast cut-and-paste operation, Paint was always available, even on computers in the workplace. Even though the most current version of Paint for Windows 7 and subsequent operating systems was much enhanced, many still believe it to be lacking in features in comparison to other free options, such as the third-party Paint.net. In July 2017, Microsoft announced that with the release of the Windows 10 Fall Creators Update, Paint would be deprecated, meaning that it would no longer be actively developed or receive significant updates. This news caused a lot of concern and nostalgia among users who had grown fond of the simple graphics and editing program. However, due to a significant public outcry and the program's continued popularity, Microsoft later clarified that Paint would not be entirely removed from Windows 10. Instead, it would be available as a free download from the Microsoft Store. This move allowed Microsoft to focus on developing a more advanced graphics editing tool called Paint 3D, which was integrated into Windows 10 and offered more sophisticated features for 3D modeling and creativity. The decision to deprecate the original Microsoft Paint was primarily driven by the company's desire to encourage users to transition to Paint 3D, and other more advanced applications within the Microsoft ecosystem. Paint 3D was designed to align with Microsoft's push towards supporting 3D content creation and creativity. Despite these changes, many users still cherish the classic Microsoft Paint for its simplicity and nostalgic value. As of my knowledge, cut off in September 2021, Paint remained available for download from the Microsoft Store, allowing users to continue using the classic application if desired. However, it's always a good idea to check for any updates or changes beyond my knowledge cutoff date, as software decisions and developments can change over time. So, what is your best memory of Paint? Do you still use it? Please hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one.